Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Sorry, my fault. I won't do that. I'm not that kind of streamer. Hello, everybody. We're going to be streaming some high-octane Cassidy coaching gameplay for everyone to enjoy. So gather your family, gather your friends, get a snack. Bust out some. I don't know, bust. Never. Look, I'm just gonna get into it. I apologize. I'm gonna ping the Discord. Today we're going to, number one, while we wait for people to get in here, we're gonna speculate on the mid-season patch. And then we're going to, because that's tomorrow. And then we're going to take a look at some VODs. We have, I think, 3 VODs, Trace VODs, or maybe less. We have one from Raptor, which I didn't do last week. We have one from Montana, and then we have 3 from Timmy, but I don't know if he wants, there's no way I'm going to be able to do all 3 of those. So it's just going to be a matter of, does he want me to do Dead Eyes, or does he just want to pick one? And then we'll take a look. But we will go ahead and start with Montana, because if he does hop in, it's like 2 a.m. for bros, so we're just going to hop straight into this. OMG, that's us. We are said friends. Welcome to the stream. It's good to see everybody. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope that everyone's Monday has been better than ever. Oh, the GM1 has never looked better. I'm a GM1 camping merchant. Or I guess I'm not camping merchant. I'm a GM1 camper. Because I'm never playing the game again. I will play again tomorrow. A quick thoughts on the midseason patch. I think we're going to see dive nerfs across the board. We're going to get some dive nerfs. Thank the Lord, particularly Tracer. We're almost definitely getting a Tracer nerf of some sort, which is good for the game, because Tracer is really boring to play into. She can do everything. She's really good at everything in the entire game. It's like, come on, guys. What if we nerfed Tracer? That would be excellent. And I think there's not really any super prevalent tank right now, I don't think. So I don't know what tank would even get nerfed. Let's see. Yeah, there's not like one tank that's meta in solo queue at least. There's probably some things in Overwatch League, like Ball, that could probably see some nerfs, but we probably won't see that. I think it's just going to be dive broadly. The problem hero is really Tracer. She can just do everything. She's way too strong. I think we're going to see Tracer nerfs. But who knows? I really don't know what else to expect in the mid-season patch. We might get some perk changes. But they always change the most random perks. Like they've buffed random Cassidy perks over and over again. They keep doing that for other heroes as well. They buff the BAP perk. Like they just buff random things. So who knows what they're going to change, really. I just think it's going to be Tracer nerf, and then from there, it could be anything, really. But yes, we're going to hop straight into the VODing for today. Also, I have a new thing I get to show off. Oh my gosh, it shows the rank now. I can change it to be whatever rank it is. And Montana's Master, so we're going to leave Master up here. I will change the overlay a little bit more in the future, because I wanted to say, like, currently coaching in the bottom right, so it's a little bit more obvious to know what that rank icon means. But I think it's more helpful than me typing it out, so it looks a little bit nicer. It could look even better. I can make it more like a badge and less like an icon, but we haven't crossed that bridge yet. We'll get there eventually. Timmy and Montana, welcome to the stream. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're having a good Monday. Montana, we are going to hop straight into your code, by the way, and just get this show on the road here. And Montana said in his notes on this fodder view request, he said, M4 game, I keep losing M4 because of Genji Doom. I think they play this here as well. How do I stop exploding? Also, Soldier was going for flanks and carrying the game for the enemies. My normal understanding of Runasapi was I should go main and not angles, but this led to Soldier getting all the angles. This game felt easy at first, and then it felt like I just threw over and over and over again, probably meaning that you died over and over and over again. So we will investigate like a detective. Call me Sherlock Holmes the way I know the answers. I'll be there in 5 minutes. Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and knock it out. And then, well, I guess I can talk about Runasapi. And then we can, yeah, we'll get to, and then we'll hop into the review. Basically, Runasapi, your rollout should almost always be come right side, come through this room, And then you want to try to swing wide because Cassidy is really good at controlling this lane here. Also, let me make sure to turn on my replay buffer. It is on already. Perfect. So basically, Cassie's really good at controlling this right lane. And what I mean by this is that you walk out the door here and then you play this corner to contest this whole lane like this as Cassidy. And then if no one is contesting the space, you can actually come wider and play for this angle. Whoops, you can play for this angle in the mid fight and be able to shoot the enemy team in the back. It's a really good off angle to have in the mid fight. And it just prevents the enemy team from making other wrap or flank plays. Because if you're here, now if the enemy team wants to come this way, they have to fight you, which makes it that the space is not for free, right? It's a really simple component of space control in Overwatch. So now what the enemy team will do is they'll say, oh, there's a Cassidy on this right side of the map. They're instead going to look for something like this. But normally your team will be in this area. So your team will be able to fight them. So this is generally where you want to be in terms of maximum space control. Sometimes this won't be possible, right? You get marked by a diva or something like that. So then you'll want to play this door frame and spam out this way and look for something in the mid fight. And just keep in mind that the enemy team will likely have control over a cart. They'll push it like yay far up until the barricade, and then you just shoot them as they try to take space, right? This happened in the last review. If you want more information about how to play Runasapi, definitely check out the last review because I spent maybe an hour and a half talking about the map, right? And our hero would play here and just shoot main, and there's a whole lesson about that. So definitely recommend you go back and watch the last VOD to learn more about Runasapi. But anyway, that's how you play the first fight. A lot of Runasapi itself, also it's a little bit loud, let me turn it down. A lot of Runasapi is playing in main because Cassie is generally a good hit scan on this map. A lot of the main angles are really effective for you and the cover can be pretty good. It's just going to depend on, you know, what specific point that we're talking about, but it's generally good to be in main. Anyway, this is a poor rollout immediately. So you shouldn't be coming out this door. You need to come out this door. You need to come out this door. Because the problem is, you can kind of see it here. They can start taking space aggressively because you come out here and you're slightly slower. Every little movement at the beginning of the game is very important. Because you need to take as much space as humanly possible to make it harder for the enemy team to take the right side of the map. So immediately we're making a mistake by pathing through this room on the left here. There's honestly no benefit. I just wouldn't come into this room. There's no benefit. You almost always want this side of the map. Almost always. If you rolled out here, you'd be shooting the Doomfist already. And now you're doubled up with the soldier unintentionally. See, the soldier wants to play this left angle, and you should already be walking right side. So we're late to our good angle now, right? Here, we need to fill the empty space, right? No one's on the right side. Take the space. And also, by doing this, you're matching your monkey's intention, right? Your monkey's taking space aggressively. Do the same thing, okay? The only thing I'll mention here is now you're doubled up with the soldier. At some point, you needed to realize, you needed to see and be conscious of where your ally soldier is going and take an opposite angle, right? So here, your soldier is going far right. He pops medfield. Okay, he's likely going to stay here. I would honestly, at this point, consider coming back to this angle. And then just looking to walk forward and open something up here. I'd play a little bit conscious because you are walking into a Doomfist matchup. Or a little risk adverse because you are walking into Doomfist. But I would consider opening up another angle. Yeah, because look at soldier. You are literally doubled up with soldier here. This is not ideal. Because the problem with this is also, okay, we're making a lot of mistakes here. Okay, so another issue we have is because you're doubled up with soldier, this Doomfist will, it's easier for the Doomfist to engage and be able to see everybody on his screen, right? Whenever you think about the Doomfist engage, what makes it awkward for Doomfist is when there's people on multiple angles outside of his reach, right? So if you're here and the Doomfist slams in main onto this monkey, shooting him from here will make it really uncomfortable for the Doomfist to stay in the fight and he has to leave. Or you'll be more likely to leave, okay? So this is another reason why doubling up is bad, because it makes it easier for the Doomfist to play the game. But the upside of this is that it's harder for you to die as Cassidy, because now you're with the core of your team. But you can still stay with your core, like a Wu Yang or a Ana, while avoiding doubling up with your soldier. And how you would do that is you would play this angle with Ana, or you'd play over here, which is closer to Ana and in reach of Ana, right? Things like that. But another problem with this is you're playing for lane control and you're not poking the walk up at all. So here you're totally tucked behind cover. You have no idea where these people are, right? You did get some pings earlier, but you really have no idea where people are. And now this Doomfist gets to slam in at more health than he should have. He should be maybe 350 health, 300 health right now, but he's got full health. We didn't get to shoot him at all. So you should have been poking the walk up to stop him from being able to make a play to begin with, right? Here, honestly, against this Widow, walk forward, stand here, ego the Widow if you see her again or you hear her, right? This is good range for you. I think you could win that 1v1. So we're already making a bunch of mistakes. Good flash. I like the flash there, and good technique. We threw it at the floor. I think we could have been a little bit more aggressive in this whole sequence. And also, you missed the carry angle, right? So, and this is the whole thing about doubling up. If at some point in the fight you said, hey, I don't want to double up with the soldier, you would have been here at the very beginning. You would have walked to this angle. You would have walked to this angle. And look at this. Look at this. I don't know about you, but this looks like free elo. Okay, this is free elo express delivered to you on FedEx overnight. Okay, I needed you to kill these guys, but because we're AFK in main now, well, what is now in this case main, we're not doing anything. Okay, you and soldier, you're having your effective value. Doesn't make any sense, right? Also, the thing that's nice is if you do play this angle and you bait the Doomfist dive, okay, what's cool about that is now your monkey gets to walk in for free and just shoot backline. He's not going to get contested and have to tank trade with his Doomfist. So even if you die here, just make it take forever. Just live as long as you possibly can. You trade out, okay, but your team gets to go on backline and potentially win the fight. So yeah, we should have been on the angle here. It's still loud. Let me turn it down a little bit more. 35. Okay, so the Widow is right side. I don't know. You should be egoing this Widow. 1 billion% ego this Widow. Here I am. Welcome back, Montana. Yeah, well, you'll have to go back and watch the first bit. But I'm not going to go back over it. It's just you played this wrong. You should have been on this angle. You should have avoided the soldier. But here you should 1 billion% ego this Widow, dude. She's standing in the open in your effective range. Just ego it, bro. You need to just ego this. It's really good for you. I think it's winning. For sure winning. And if you die, whatever, you died. But that's winning. Yes, ego this. Now you can roll back to cover. Because you understand how to use roll correctly, you have roll off cooldown. So when you get pushed, you can just roll out. Like, this is good. The idea of pushing out Widow is correct. You hear Widow on the right side? Ego this, ego this, ego this. Nice. Shoot the Ash. I'll be honest, you got carried this whole fight. I'll be honest. This looked losing. Okay. Playing in main is fine. Poke out Doomfist. Okay. They popped Lifeweaver ulti, so what do? We're going to give some space and stage for next fight. So here your pathing shouldn't be to back up all the way. Your pathing should be to come up jump pad and play here. Because what's going to happen, they're going to take space with the tree, as they did, right? You see the Doomfist and the Moira come in. So as a result, you need to be able to find a position that can contribute to this fight. Okay? Leaving completely is not the answer to this. The answer to this is come up the jump pad and then stand on this bus and then shoot the Doomfist, shoot the Moira, which in turn will help your Winston continue to hold space even though they're using tree here. Okay? So this is a polar rotation. And I wouldn't say this is a staging issue. This is more of a mid-fight rotation issue. We choose the wrong location here because the problem with you backing up this far is you can't contribute as easily to the mid-fight. So we needed to go back up to the bus. Right? Your soldier actually does a lot here. This soldier gameplay is very winning. So soldier takes a deep flank even though they have tree up, which is going to force resources. He beams the Moira, very fortunately. And him and the Wu Yang, they're in the carry position. This is the carry position. The Doomfist is overextended. Now they have the option to come wider if they want to shoot backline, which they probably won't, but it's now an option for them. And it forces this Doomfist to now make a decision. Is he going to come for the 2 people on the angle, or is he going to go back main? Okay, it makes it difficult for the enemy team to play correctly, right? This is winning. Soldier is very winning. You just sacrifice too much uptime in this mid-fight rotation. You need to come to bus. Yeah, I mean, you can see that this whole time we haven't been able to do anything. Here, you could have been shooting Doomfist and farming Deadeye. And now you would have had Deadeye by now. I like the roll, I like the flash, and I like the fan. I would ego that for sure. Nice. And I would go top left. This is perfect. I would not drop. Why are we dropping? So we have a good position and we drop for no reason. This doesn't make any sense. Stay up top. Why are we dropping back into main? You're already... Do you always want to play here? No, you don't always want to play here, especially against a Doomfist, right? You're just going to get punched into a wall and die. But you know the enemy team is coming back from spawn. Just play with these guys for 2 seconds. Shoot the Doomfist a little bit. Realize that they're taking the space and then drop, right? Because for all you know, this Ana might do something stupid and throw the game by walking forward, and then you just 2-tap the guy and you win the fight. Okay, that happens. But the problem with you dropping here is you now lose that opportunity to be able to do this. So this drop is way too early. You needed to wait, get more information, and then drop to main. Yeah, I should make it hard for them to get this space. Same with the Life Weaver tree rotation. Similar concept. Similar concept. It's yes, you want to not let them take space for free. That is really it. But you also, I like that you drop because it's a risk mitigation concept, right? It's, I don't want to get dove by Doomfist and die and throw the game, which is fine. But you should be able to see that you have some time to be able to poke and then drop. So you just kind of read the situation incorrectly. I think you have a... Yeah, you just needed to adapt to the situation there. I don't really know how to explain it otherwise. I would just Deadeye this guy. After you see him punch, just use Deadeye. Low-key. I think it's really good. So here, you have Deadeye. Shoot the Doomfist. I think this is your best play. So in the Doomfist matchup, you needed to roll this. It's really obvious that he's going to punch you. Like, you just rolled too late. So that's, I mean, whatever. You have the intention, so I'm not going to beat you up for it. We just mistimed it. But here, after punch goes through, I would for sure Deadeye. He's going to ultimate, and then you just cancel Deadeye and walk. He's going to ultimate after you pop Deadeye. But also, unfortunately here, you unswing the Ana. You should be walking right, not left, because you'll have both supports in your LOS who can heal you. But because now the problem is he's baiting 3 people. He's baiting the Wu Yang, the Ana, and you, and he's just gonna ultimate. Okay, he's trolling. So his Doomfist is unfortunately trolling, and he didn't pop his ult. But a good Doomfist would have never died here. Would have used ult and just baited way more time, and this would probably be a winning fight for red team, or sorry, blue team. But we needed to Deadeye after we got punched. Very fortunate that he died there. Was he stunned? Why did he not ult you? No, he was just in punch animation. Okay. Nice job, Doom. Okay, they swapped a Tracer from Woodhoe. Cool. Here, this is a little bit of an incorrect stage. I mean, this is fine. This is fine. I would have walked up the staircase, slightly different pathing, but I would have ended up in the same location, so it's whatever. Yeah, but here you don't want to be on the floor, so this is what I would have avoided. I don't want to be on the floor in this situation. I want to play this corner. And the idea is that you can stand on this corner, poke this walk up as they come out of choke, and then you can unswing like this, and it's really safe. So I would prefer you position slightly differently here. Okay, Doom ult, we're going to give some space. And our really early flash. Not sure why we threw the flash like that. But you need to give a lot more space. So here, once the soldier died, read your team's body language, okay? Your soldier died. You see your monkey is on a different planet. He's basically in Jupiter's orbit right now. So you need to ignore the monkey and just read the intentions of your supports. After this Doomfist ulti comes out, you can very clearly see your Ana and the Wu Yang back up, right? So here we see Ana's on your left side, Wu Yang's on your left side as well, and they were both backing up. You should assume you guys are just gonna hard kite, so you should keep kiting for sure. Keep kiting. Don't hold space. And then after Doomfist uses his cooldowns, then you can go back in. And coincidentally, because I would have backed up, I would have actually caught this Cass mid rotation. I would be like here right now. Cass would be shooting me and it'd be an easier duel. But I think you're for sure fried now. Unless you get... okay. That's actually a really good Deadeye. I actually like this because you're stuck in this position. And this is going to force them to give space. This is fun. I like the Deadeye. I would have played this slightly differently though, right? I would have played the line where I backed up and then fought for the re-engage after the Doomfist ulti. But I actually like the Deadeye in the rotation now. I think it's really good too. Okay. So both our supports died, but we got out. Honestly, whatever. I wonder if was there any playmaking we had here? Could we have done anything? So, okay, alternative. What would the alternatives be? So an alternative would be that at this point, instead of walking main, you come left. You could have shot from this door frame, but then you risk getting dove by Doomfist, so you just have to live that. Look, he has Noon perk. I would definitely not take Noon perk here, by the way. I would for sure take double flash. Against a Doomfist Tracer, yeah, I'm for sure taking double flash. There's no, I don't think Noon perk is better. I think the flash range is very important in those matchups. But I think there's not really a lot of playmaking here. This is more about denial, I think, for Cassidy. Noon perk is nice. I agree, it's nice. But I think you have to think about playmaking, and I think the flash perk is going to be more consistent. Is it going to get me a kill? And I think it will. Yeah, also that flash is really bad. Yeah, but you got no value from the Deadeye perk did nothing for you here. Floating flash, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really think there was an opportunity for playmaking on that fight. We just need to use flash better. I think the Deadeye was good. Okay, how did this guy... Okay, your soldier is just beaming everybody. How did he even get a kill? Okay, cool. Okay, hold on. So... our supports just died. This is from the fight before. We come back from spawn. And we go left. Here, I would definitely be doing a 360 to see where my team is. For sure. Bang. What's going on? And then go figure out what I want to do. You don't have any information right now. So you're just assuming where people are. And if you turned around, you would see, okay, Wu Ying is splitting and my Ana's coming main. This is sick. Okay. And then you'd be walking. You'd see someone died. Cool. And then now you can hear the Doomfist, but you would just be slightly more aware. So I wish you were a little bit more aware there. It's not like you could have done anything differently, but yeah. Here, I think it's just fine. You're trading backlines is the idea. A little bit of mechanical failure. So here... Yeah, it's just a little bit unlucky. Is this even the correct play? Should you be grapping? So... So here you have a little bit of hesitation, which sucks. I don't know if I would have pathed this way. Because the problem with it, like, every time I do this flank on Cassidy, it's just not good. It's a little bit far. Just take 1 sec to stand still and hit him. Yeah, I mean, that's a thing as well. But I think it's more of like, should we even be here? I honestly think I'd rather be in main in this situation. I don't know if I should have went. Like, I don't think the pathing is correct. I'm just gonna skip this fight. Could just taking the jump pad or stay with supports. Yeah, I'm not gonna overthink this. I'm not gonna overthink this fight. I think honestly you can argue for all the different pathing here. But I think it's more like, I think the issue is why do we not have any information? Right, you don't see anybody here. You hear the Doomfist on the right side. You hear Cassidy main. I think this rotation's wrong. I think the rotation's wrong. I don't think you should be coming this way because you kill the Ana already. And now this rotation is just too long for Cassidy. Right? You need to think about uptime in the middle of the fight. So here, I wouldn't even be walking far left. I would definitely be taking jump pad or I'd be going main. You gotta pick one. I think they're both equally as good. But I would just pick one of these for uptime. But also if you stayed main, you would have died. So I don't know. Would you have died actually? No, you would not have died. You have double support pocket. But I don't think you take this rotation because it's too long. And you already have 2 people here. So I definitely don't think this is correct. He had Peeker's advantage. I don't really think that matters in Overwatch. Like 80% of the time. I just think the rotation's too long. The fight's already happening. We need to be contributing to the fight right now. And because you had some hesitation, if you committed to the rotation maybe immediately, then I'd be down for it. But I think this rotation left is bad. But I don't want to beat this fight into the ground here. I think we can just move on. I think going jump pad or staying main there is better. For on the virtue of not doubling up with your DPS. And maximizing uptime. Okay, we're back. You see the cast on the right side? I would 100 billion% ego this guy, by the way. I would 1 billion% ego him. After you hit this first headshot, I am definitely just swinging to try to headshot him 3 times. So here, headshot, re-swing, headshot, headshot. Just play the corner. Just do this. Just go headshot, headshot, headshot. He's not doing this. This guy does not. He needs to watch my videos. This guy's lost. Why is he in the open popping Deadeye? This is why it's bad. Because you can just die to people like this. Bang, bang, bang. You should for sure ego this guy. For sure ego this guy. And he almost certainly dies. He almost certainly dies here. I do think coming to the right side of the map is correct though, by the way. Okay, so you missed that play. You should kill them. And the problem is you have to give up all of this space. You give up a little bit too much space. You need to use sound cues a little bit better here. But I think you think they're walking forward, but that's not actually the case. But you don't hear them. Okay. All right. Here, you're getting spammed out. I think taking the space is fine. I would just stand here. Why are we unswinging? Okay, why did we just unswing this angle? So you taking this space was really good. I like this a lot. He's pinged across the map, bro. He's across the map. He's way too far away for you to be able to do anything. Not your job. Stay here. Put pressure on the backline. I hate this match so much. I mean, there's not like one thing that's going wrong, by the way. It's like a few different concepts at the same time. I don't know why you turn for this Doomfist. He's too far away. Like, you had a good angle. Just stay on the angle. Just stay on the angle. Shoot the Cash. Shoot the Weaver. Help your monkey, right? This is what your monkey needs help. Help him. Because the problem is because you're not fighting for the angle, what is this guy supposed to do now? This guy can't do anything because you're not fighting for the angle. You just back up, and this guy's thinking to himself, what is my cast doing? This is what he's thinking. In this moment, I thought Monkey just does an extreme overextend. I honestly, even if you think that's the case, you still have to match your team's intention. And you can match his intention here. You can for sure match his intention here. It's very, very doable in this location. If you were here, I mean, if you were here, I'd say shoot the Doomfist. I don't even know. I can't think of an analogy for like when I would say don't. But you're in a good position to follow up with this Monkey. I don't really think he's overextended. It only feels like he's overextended because this Doomfist is putting pressure on the back line. That's about it. I think here you definitely needed to walk because the consequence of you not walking forward here is now you and the Ana are completely out of the fight. Your Ana needed you to take space. Sorry. There we go. So now we're late to this fight. And now you get zoned by Doomfist. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, so that was your problem there. You should have just took space and egoed the enemy Cass and Weaver. You kind of just had to there. Your Monkey was in. It was time sensitive. We had to just walk or try to make something work. And then if you get two tapped by the Cass, whatever, right? I wouldn't have been mad. Here I would be doing the same thing as you. I would have went main. Because Monkey ulting means mid-fight. I mean, yeah, it would have been a mid-fight. Yeah, he was gonna... Yeah, exactly. Basically. It's more the principle of match your team's intentions. That Monkey was in reach of you to follow up. So you should have followed up. The fight was happening. I would not... I don't know. Okay, so you're also doubled up with your soldier again here. You see your soldier's left side. This soldier is going to stay on this side of the map. This is good for soldier. Soldier can go up here and use his heal pad and live. Go here, use heal pad, whatever. And it's good range for him. So soldier is, of course, going to play here. Why are we doubling up with the soldier again? You need to come right side. Here, you shouldn't be coming left at all. You should be coming right side. Shooting Doomfist. Stop this Doomfist from walking forward. Bang. Flash bang. He's half HP. He's out. He uses ulti or something. Immediately. Right now. And then your soldier would be on a god angle to carry the whole fight because you just stayed main. So you doubled up with your soldier here. This is a mistake. You needed to play main. Because look, what ends up happening is you and the soldier are on the same angle. He forces the Cass out. Now, you have the value of this soldier because you're now on the same angle. Right? The Ana is looking at 2 people instead of 1. Right? Do you have more lethality here? Yeah, for maybe 2 seconds. You should have just stayed in main though. Because also if you stayed in main, there's a chance that you could have found this rotation right now, and guess what? This is the deadlift angle. This is infinite value. You just being here would win the fight, by the way. You just being here. You don't even need to kill them, you just need to shoot them. Because then what'll happen is if you shoot the Ana, they all have to unswing. And now who dies? This guy dies. So this is a mistake. Okay, let's look at the Deadeye. Okay, you're Deadeyeing because the Doomfist is overextended. It's not bad. I don't mind it. He's gonna die. Yeah, he died because this is a good Deadeye. You killed him indirectly. But I like it. And then we need to take space. Perfect. Ew! Wait, why is that guy there? He's just ratting? What? What is Gorg doing, bro? Wake up. Nice silver bullet. I would have taken silver bullet here, so I agree. Okay, push the cart. I do think Montana, and this was a problem in previous VODs of yours, you don't have... I think your biggest weakness as a player is your team awareness, right? Where is your team? Because why have we doubled up with this soldier basically 3 times this whole game? And why would not follow up with the Monkey, right? I think you need to build a habit of when you have downtime, just check where your team is, and then make sure you're not doubling up with your DPS. Because we should never be doubling up with soldier. There's basically no reason. Either you're hard flanking or he's hard flanking, and you need to read what he's doing. Once again, we're doubled up angle with our soldier. Choose a different angle. Connor is doing work. He's doing work. He's mechanically good. Yeah, but why are we stacked on our soldier here? I 4-stack with Connor there, and they lost 4 games due to me. Lol. No, I don't think you're. Here's the problem, Montana. You're not trolling. You're not trolling. You're playing Cassidy. You're just not carrying on Cassidy. That's the thing. I don't think you've trolled. It's just we're not as high value as we could be. I think your plays are good, and that's why you're in Masters. But I don't think they're carrying and winning. Told him I'll improve and play once I'm better. Don't let it beat yourself up. Also, dude, because here's the thing, Montana. You have to understand, Connor could also understand the situation. He could realize, like, for example, let's go back a fight. This is also Connor's fault. Okay, here's what he could also do. He comes here first. Okay, fights that guy. Connor's here as well. Boom. He sees Cassidy. You know what he should think in his head? Oh my god, why is the Cassidy doubling up with me? This guy's such an idiot. And then he should go main. It's also his fault. It's also his fault. But the reason I'm telling you that you need to do it is because you don't always know what your other DPS is doing. Right? So you need to have that mindset in your head that you need to be the guy that's taking the different angle because you can control yourself. You can't control what this guy does. So part of the problem is also Connor. You can't blame your duo. Yeah, this is something you should be able to fix in solo queue. And because you can control it, it shouldn't be that big of an issue. This is one of the easier issues to solve because it's tangible. You can see the other ally DPS. Yeah, I think I gotta VOD review myself in terms of space control and think about where my team is. I wouldn't think about it in terms of space control. I don't think this is a spacing issue. I think this is an awareness issue. We see that our soldiers on the same issue. We see that our soldiers on the same angle as us. Why are we not taking a different angle? Why are we not taking a different angle? Because I give up a lot of angles for no reason. I wouldn't worry about that. You give up angles, but I think you need to fix his doubling up problem. Why are we doubling up so much with this guy? It doesn't make any sense. Because okay. Like this fight here, when you're doubled up with the soldier, you need to understand that playing here is you're now on a different angle than soldier, but it's basically you're both in main, which is fine. But you're not literally standing on top of each other. So here you need to be here, not where soldier is, right? Like in situations like this, especially when the soldier is on your screen, this is what you need to fix for me. It's like you see him on your screen. Why are we still here? What are we doing? This doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I guess I got to understand why doubling up is bad and win, because sometimes it's good, but here we need a DPS to cover the main side line. Yes, exactly. Right, but here, where should I play in this frame? You play on the top left of the stairs. You just play here. You for sure play here. Are you both in main? Yes, but you're not on the literal same angle, right? Because the problem is, if the Doomfist slams in, boom, now he's getting value on 2 people rather than just 1. So you double the Doomfist's value on his engage. But if you are also here, do you have a higher chance of dying? Yes, but that means there's more people in main to be able to punish his backline after the Doomfist overextends on you. So it gets a little bit more complicated as you play into like full dive and stuff like that, because there's actually a high chance you die, but that's a conversation for a different day, sorry. Yeah, we're losing this game also due to him not covering the flanks later on, which is probably indirectly because I'm doubling up. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? And this is why you think it's a space control issue, because whenever you double up, your team inherently will control less space. Right, your team no longer technically controls the high ground here. So it'll be easier for the Doomfist to walk here and then stage for a dive or something. Which means, yeah, so if you didn't double up, you would have inadvertently avoided that problem. Which is why I tell people to not double up. There's very few situations where doubling up makes sense. Like, for example, a good situation where you would double up with your DPS is Watch Point Gibraltar defense first point. Okay, if both your DPS are standing on the super high ground, that makes sense. Because where else are you gonna stand? Especially if you're playing Ash Cassidy, where else are you gonna stand? There's no other options. I've seen scrim teams, they always stage such that all angles are contested. Yeah, exactly. You need to be here. It just furthers the point of doubling up. You can think of it in terms of space control or whatever, but I think that makes it a little bit more complicated and less tangible. Just think about it in terms of doubling up. Don't double up. Avoid it if you can. And in most situations, you can. Here, you can't, right? Here, you literally can't. Because if you go wider, you're going to die. Okay, the soldier can maybe go wider because he has more range and he has sprint, but you can't. So now doubling up is fine because you don't have any other option. You had to kite out of the fight. So this is, like in this situation, it's fine. Okay, our guy dies. Bad flash. Here, I think you're dead. I would just int. I would just int to payload right now. For sure. Oh, maybe not. I probably would have inted there for no reason. That's my fault. Really good kill. Bastion is a... I think it's a neutral swap for you. From Tracer. You're also going to lose... Bastion loses to angles. Okay, so if you're not angle maxing against Bastion, you're going to lose. So this probably is part of why this feels bad. Good kill. Give up the angle Doomfist, that's fine. Come back main. Where's my other DPS at? He's on the floor. Okay, I'm gonna go up the stairs. Okay, we're not taking space too aggressively here, so I'm just gonna stand in main. That's fine. Oh, we get banned. This is a little bit unfortunate, I'll be honest. I think standing here is fine. Yeah, you just react to it a little bit slow and die. That's fine. I'm not too worried about that. I guess you could have, in this fight, you could have technically thought to yourself, I'm going to set up a win condition angle on the left side. And you could have made this rotation to do this. The only thing is, you have to keep in mind where the Doomfist is. Because if you get Doomfist over here, you're probably going to die. But this also would have been a correct play. I think standing in main is also fine. But I think going top left could have been winning. Because you would have inadvertently avoided this death and you would have had a 1v1 with the soldier. So just something to keep in mind. I think standing in main is fine, but I think going top left is also good. As long as you're conscious of the Doomfist. Similar to if you were in a D.Va matchup, right? You'd have to be conscious of where the D.Va is. Okay, we're waiting for our team. I like the more abstract rules, honestly. I honestly feel it's more insightful to me. Like space control, okay. I mean, however, whatever helps you most, sure. Yeah, you definitely heard him. We should just turn to fight him. You hear him here. Especially here, you hear him on your right. Yeah, you just... I don't know why you don't hear this guy. Also, so here... You hear Doomfist right side? I think the angle is fine. It's just awareness. Why do we not hear the soldier? Okay. Let me know if Connor needed to. There's also an EU Timmy, so... But yeah. I also think Connor is doing well on soldier, but he's also part of the problem. I hope you understand this. Okay, we just need to roll there. Also, yeah, look at this. Again, we're doubled up with our with the soldier. Again. This can't happen. Like, he gets 2 value. He gets 2. You literally double this guy's value. Because you're both on the same angle. And you die, he lives. That's a disaster. Yeah. Okay, well. This is an easy fix. This is an easy fix. Okay, it's gonna have issues that are this big though. Easy to fix. Yeah, this is some of the easiest stuff to fix for sure. Because doubling up is literally just to look at your screen and try to figure out where the other DPS is type of situation. Like it's really easy to fix. So that's your homework. Stop doubling up. It's really bad. It's really bad in Overwatch. Because Overwatch is inherent, it's about map control, it's about lane denial, it's about poking walkups, it's about stuff like that. And if you all stack on the same angle, it's not going to work. If you're in coordinated play and you're playing with your core and you guys have a certain strategy that involves that, then sure, like a May Reaper type of situation. But that's not what's happening here. This is solo queue. Easy M3. Yeah, I think that, yeah, if you clean that up, you would have won this game. You definitely would have won this game. You guys were way better than the other team. The other team sucked. I was doing some Eldritch Horror mid play. Nah. The last guy we did on Runasapi, he had some map knowledge issues, and I forgot what other issue he had. He had like a staging issue. He also would roll incorrectly. Like the other guy we just VOD reviewed yesterday, Montana, he's gonna have a harder time improving because he doesn't have an egregious issue to fix. This is a simple concept that's really easy to implement. So yeah, you should get like 1 or 2 divs from if you fix this for sure. But okay, thank you for the VOD. That was fun. I hope that was informative to all the YouTube frogs and everyone tuning in on Twitch. I need to use the bathroom. So what we're going to do is I am going to put up, who else is here? Timmy? Okay, Timmy, we're going to put up your Circuit Royale gameplay. And then we are going to, I'm going to BRB, okay? So enjoy this impeccable Timmy gameplay on Cassidy on Circuit Royale. And then I will come back and I'll VOD review this. Okay, so just give me just a second. And then yeah, we'll go. That one? Okay, we'll do that. Okay, well, I'll change it later, but give me a second. I'll be right back. Gentlemen, the people of Bug Nation, I have returned. And we're up to great things. Fantastic things, even. We're going to be doing some bot reviewing. Again, you want to do that code, Timmy? All right, we'll check it out. FQ something. I hope that was engaging, whatever was going on there. I literally did not watch a single second of that. I do apologize. Anyway, opening up a new code here. It's going to be FQS012. The gameplay was good. Yeah, was it good? Was it excellent? That's great. Samoa, some King of the Hill. This is excellent. The gameplay was good. This is a GM lobby. All right, GM. Wow, we got a GM bar review. Let me change this to Masters to GM. That's champ. GM. There we go. It was low GM. All right, well, welcome to the big leagues. So this is going to be some GM Cassidy gameplay. I was the only Masters. All right, we'll just say it's GM. That's close enough. We round up, of course. Just like how I'm 5'7", which is basically 5'10", which is basically 6 foot, all right? So we got it. M167, is that 6'7" joke? We're on the come up, gentlemen. Okay. Samoa. Here. See where your team is. See where your... Who is your backline? Your backline is Weaver Ana, okay? Where's Weaver Ana going? Okay, this guy's still in spawn. Ana's coming main? Okay, go main. I would go main in this situation. Oh, read the notes? Okay. I thought this was a new code, but maybe it's in the thing as well. FQ... Okay, it's this one. Wait, is this FQS? Which code is it? Yes, it is. Okay. Your notes were, I think I was thinking of the Tracer and Ball all game. In this game, is it best to sit with my supports? I've rewatched the game 4 times. I did cast diff, to be honest. First map was bad. The other 2 maps... Okay. Should you sit with your supports into a full dive comp? Very likely, yes. You do want to just sit with your supports, okay? The problem with angle maxing against dive, aka Ball Tracer, is that it's really hard to live. Living on the angle is really difficult, okay? So it's going to be really... This is going to be a skill check, okay? Can you survive the dive if you get dove? Can you be aware of where your teammates are and play with your teammates? So this is going to be a lot more against full dive, guys. This is full dive. So we're talking Tracer, Sojourn, Ball. We're talking Genji, Tracer, Ball. We're talking stuff like that, okay? That's full dive in my eyes. It's going to be less about angles and flanking and more about staying alive with your backline and catching the ball. Like, here we should be shooting ball right now, which is perfect. Get ball out, then take space. Okay. Here? Yeah, definitely. Okay, turn for the ball. Sorry, I need to replay the sequence. It's kind of a lot going on at the same time. I actually like the flash, by the way. I like the idea of that flash. You can catch the Tracer there, so that's fine by me. I don't really know why you roll here. So just know that ball boops you. So you might not know the matchup, which is ball boop goes... You don't phase through him like you do in other situations. Same thing with Doom Punch, Ryan, Pin, stuff like that. You won't go through them. You'll get interrupted by their cooldown. So here, that roll was bad. But here, definitely just get the ball out and then take space. Here, I would not roll forward for this. Here, I would definitely 1,000,000,000%. Bang. Shoot this guy. Here, the ball slam. I would actually roll backwards. Or I would get pile drived and then roll in the air, which is actually better. And then I would just shoot the ball. Get the ball out. Get the ball out. Here, you overextend and die. This doesn't make any sense. You wanted to roll... Oh, okay. You literally miss input then. Okay. So... Okay, you wanted to roll backwards, but you ended up rolling forwards. I think the roll backwards is fine. I would just keep in mind, in the ball matchup, if you get pile drived, you want to roll after you're in the air. I knew the ball was coming. Okay. Yeah, rolling backwards there is definitely correct. Also, in these situations, just fan ball. If he's really close to you, just fan him. It'll get him out faster. And it's also, you'll hit most of your shots like 90%. You'll hit all 6 like 90% of the time, so just fan him. Good situation where angling makes sense. Why? Ball is dead. Okay. So space is going to be naturally more open against comps like this. This is fine. Okay, ball is alive. Where should we go? Not here. So you miss your rotation. Once ball gets back, boom, where am I going? I'm going back right side. And I'm playing here. To catch ball with my supports. What do we lose? Angle control, yes. But the chance of you dying on the engage is way lower. Way lower. I would have rotated. West, I don't have flash. Why do we not have flash? Oh, we use flash here. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. You know what? Maybe... should you just stay here? I would have rotated, but I'm trying to think if this is actually better to stay here. So... when do you die? You die when you get slammed and he gets a full mag on you, basically. But the thing that's nice about this is you're in range with your supports. So you get booped far enough. So versus ball, do I give up more space? Yeah, it's about you want to force the ball out. If you play with your supports, the ball should just die on the engage because you do 10 billion damage with like an Ana and a Brig. Like with this backline, he should die. If you're playing into full dive and your backline is Lucio Kiri, you are unfortunately screwed. Okay. In those situations, I would tell you to angle max and just try to trade out because you're going to die 1,000,000,000% of the time. You're gonna have like 20 deaths. There's just not a way to live. But because you're playing an Ana Brig, you guys can just stand in the back of the map and basically stop the ball from getting any value at all until he has mines. So with this support matchup on your team, you should be playing with your supports. But if it's something like Lucio Kiri, you have to just angle max and try to outvalue the enemy DPS somehow. Because there's not a way for you to live. There's just not. You have to just run it down. A good ball will just farm you. But your Ana... Okay, so because you don't rotate, the Ana rotates. Look at this. Good sleep. Ana's stuck on the main here. That's actually a really good rotation from the Ana. Wow, that's crazy. The next maps I did main bot with my sports. Okay, we'll take a look. Maybe I'm wrong. The hardest matchup to understand is the dive matchup. So I'm more than willing to be wrong, but I will approach this critically and try to find the answer. Okay, really not a lot you could have done to prevent this, I'm gonna be honest. I would have flashed there too. Yeah, whatever. And then we back up all the way. Yeah. I would have definitely fanned him, by the way, instead of shooting him. I did lose this round. I think you could have won this fight. You maybe could have won this fight. Because the problem is they just stall forever. Because here, in the time you get booped off the angle, like, you could have avoided being dove here, baited the dive onto your Ana Brig backline, and then just lived that and killed the ball. I don't know. This is tough. Because the problem is, like, what do you even do on the angle? There's nothing to do on the angle. Because the Sojourn is playing 1,000,000,000 miles away with the Mercy. I mean, the Mercy's not back yet, but she's playing 1,000,000,000 miles away with the Mercy pocket. And then the Tracer is really inconsistent duel for you. So flanking doesn't really do anything. And that's why I think playing in like just acting on supports is better. Also, the problem with you, if you rotated to main earlier, you would have stopped this Tracer from zoning out your whole backline. Like, your whole backline is zoned out to being able to help this ball right now. And you get killed by Tracer. So if you were in main, you would have probably stopped the whole play from happening. Right, like if you were here, you would have stopped the Tracer from being on this side of the map in general. Okay, anyway, you dead-eye the ball and walk forward. Cool. I'm not 100%. I don't really agree with that dead-eye, but I understand the idea, so I'm not going to beat you up for it. Just force the ball out and make sure you live. It's fine. Here, like, what do we need to... So there's not much point to being on this angle, right? Do we need this space to win? No, we don't need this space to win. It doesn't matter. Just stand with your backline. Stand here. Because now look how split you are, right? Look how split you are. You're so isolated from your team. I don't know why I bugged out, but look. Your whole team is on this side of the map, and we are here. You're so isolated. This is against dive. This is not good. This is going to be an aim check, but against a good dive team, you're just going to die here. I don't think this is correct. We need to be on this side of the map. Force the ball out. Make the rotation with your team. It's way harder for them to hit. I don't think... We don't even need this space. Yeah, look. This is very losing for you. And you force Nano. It's not good. Here, it should definitely be Nano Genji. Look, you could have had Nano Blade, but because you need the Nano to live, you get it. This is the last fight. So you just lost a big win condition. Mechanical failure on the Mercy, whatever. Is this how you should play the Nano? I definitely think you should turbo ego here and try to win. I would have probably looked for a flash there. Also, okay, Into the dive matchups, guys. I know you like the Deadeye perk, but you need to take the flash perk. You need to take the flash perk into dive. It's too good. It's way too good. Because look, you just missed a kill here, by the way. Boom, 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 flash. This hits Wu Yang. For sure hits Wu Yang. I take the noon one all the time. That's incorrect. It's definitely incorrect. Into dive, you need to take double flash. Especially into ball tracer. Ball tracer should be double flash every single time. Doomfist tracer. Any mobile tank plus tracer, take double flash. Okay, if it's tracer Reinhardt, okay, take the Deadeye perk. But into situations like this, you should basically always be taking double flash. Because you just missed a kill there, by the way. You would have killed the Wu Yang. And you would have killed him before he popped ulti. I'll start to do it. It's good. It's good. Also, look, the one Deadeye you used here you didn't even do anything with the perk. It was useless. You did use solo ulti the ball. Also, these comps are going to be so mobile that extra healing on your Deadeye is not going to do anything. They're all just going to run away anyway. So it's not good. Here, this is a misplay for sure. Don't take space. Just go back to your team. Here. Why are we rolling to fight the guy? Just back up, play here with the Brig, and shoot the ball when he rolls in. Make it hard for these guys to dive you. There's so much more room for error when you play in positions like these against dive. Also, ball is like the one tank you should be fanning, as well as monkey. You should fan ball for sure. When he's point blank, right? Like when he's right next to you. Like here? Oh, okay, I would definitely shoot him here. But like, here's the problem, right? Now, because you weren't stacked on the Brig, because you weren't stacked with Brig, right? And you're not thinking about how do you live the dive, which is you'd stand here. Now, when these mines come out, you're split from the Ana, and this Ana just dies for free. You could have made it way harder to kill the Ana. Which I don't know if it would have totally panned out, but that would have been probably closer to the optimal line than this. Because there's basically no way this is correct. Yeah. I like the flash. Good flash. And then whatever. I don't think you played too poorly. You have a lot of really good fundamentals of Cassidy, like angle control and stuff like that. I just think into the ball matchup, it's going to be a lot more stay with your team. Okay, now you're playing into the Orisa matchup. So in the Orisa matchup, you want to angle max. This is angle maxing simulator. And then just farm headshots. Bang, headshot, headshot. You should see the Orisa swap and you should say, yes, they're on Orisa. Yippee, free elo. Yeah, it was free. Yeah. Orisa is your best matchup by a gajillion miles. It's so free. It's actually so free. I love playing against Orisa. You were perfect. Okay, we just angle max, shoot back line. Shoot Orisa because she's overextended. Force this guy out. Nice. Great work. Here, I definitely contest left lane. I would definitely contest left lane. Here, so how you play this is you play left lane, stop the walk up, or at least contest the walk up, and then just give it up early. So I would be here, and I would stuff this tracer. I would shoot the tracer to make it hard for her to take space. Don't fight for her aggressively, but stop her from... Just shoot her as she walks out. So you play this a little bit safer than I would have. I would have been a little bit greedier. But this is a good reaction to the Orisa, and the rollout is fine. I would have had the same result. I would have ended up in this location as well. But I would have played it like... At this point, I would have been here. See the tracer? If I hit a shot, I would stay here. If I didn't, I would start leaving. And then I'd back up to this corner eventually. So I would have just played it slightly more aggressive than you. This is really good. Nice job. Okay, read your team's intention. Where's the ball? Your ball is in their spawn, basically. Match his intention. Go left. Perfect. Really good. Flash. Whatever. Not worried about that. Nice. Great work. Now they're back on ball, okay? So you're going to be... But now they're on double hit scan. See, so it's not a complete dive matchup. So because they're on double hit scan, you can just stay on the angle. Just make sure you live the ball dive. Be cognizant of where the ball is and don't get slammed. Or try not to get slammed. Or be closer to your team when you're about to get slammed. Right? But the double hit scan matchup should be... You should play this largely the same as how you've been playing before. It's just they're on ball now. Yeah, so I don't think you hit tab, so you didn't know they were on ball. But now that you know they're on ball, we shouldn't be playing deep angles. You should be playing shallower angles. Deadeye to live? I actually don't mind it here. I think he wouldn't have tried to kill you even without the Deadeye perk, by the way. He would have left either way, for sure. Especially because you had your break there. Okay. Yeah, you need to not get booped to the left here. I should have left by saying... I think staying here is fine. Staying here is fine. But the problem is, you just can't get booped this way. You can't get booped left. You can't. You have to get booped this way, for sure. Because you got booped this way, and then you would have been back with your team. But now you're booped this way, you're now isolated on the angle, and you're just going to die to ball. So you just misplay the matchup. This is a matchup issue. Here, yeah, you need to get booped the other way. Staying there is fine. Because you can actually be the win condition. If the ball didn't end up fighting you there and you got left alone, you would have just carried the whole fight. So I think staying on the angle is fine. I wouldn't worry about that. Okay, here I'd be looking to go left. Yeah, perfect. Just make sure you're in sync with your team, right? Keep checking as you make rotations like this. Keep checking to see where your team is. Am I in sync with my team? Yes or no? Okay, then I'm going to take angles. Let me ban this guy real quick. One ban incoming. You're gone. Anyways, all right, continue. Shoot the Soj. Okay, I wouldn't be here at all. I would definitely be going left. So at this point, go left. See where your team is. See that your team is taking space. Take 2 shots from Cass. Okay. See that your team is taking space. Go back, grab Mega, bang, and then go on the angle. You need heals? There's a Mega here. Grab the Mega. I would definitely just go grab Mega here. I did not know that. Okay, well now you know. A new map. Good angle. Win condition angle. Good job. Good shot. Nice shot. Nice. Great. You played that map really well. Other than getting booped by the ball the wrong direction, I think it was like nearly optimal. Okay, here on this map, this is bait. This angle is bait. Go right. Just go right. Go this way. Go this way, because not only will you stop stuff like this, you will also be able to set up for this angle and this angle, which are really good. And way better for Cass. This angle, you just get outranged. And you just saw that they were on double hit scan earlier, so I just wouldn't come in, man. I would come right side. But here, now you can argue for it, because it's like, well, I don't want to get dove. Whatever, I want to play with my team, which is fine. But on the rollout, I would prefer you go right side. And then walk back this way if you need to. Can you shoot him through that? I actually don't know. I'm not a big fan of that roll. I would prefer you hold roll and stand in main. Yeah, and here's the problem with this. Is it's basically like, what are we supposed to do here? Right? Flash ball, whatever. Now we're on Bastion for whatever reason. I think your best bet is, like, in these ball matchups, it's all about just standing at the back and just shooting ball. Okay. Stand here, shoot ball. Stand here, shoot ball. Force the Wu Yang out. But because you're walking forward, right, it gives the opportunity for the ball to get behind you and boop you in and things like that. It makes it way harder. You should be standing here right now. Okay, your break dies in the angle, whatever. I would not roll for uptime against a dive comp. So that's a bad roll. Good flash. We live. Nice. Okay. I think this is fine. There's not really a lot you can do safely as Cassidy. Too bad we don't shoot the wing. Oh, there we go. There I would have considered a deadeye, by the way. Your ball is going in. So here, your ball is going into the fight. There's people in open space. And with your ball there, it's going to make it awkward where they can't really stay in cover. So I would have definitely looked for a deadeye here. Especially after you hit that silver bullet. For sure looking for a deadeye here. Very winning. Nice flash. Nice. Here, I'd look for a deadeye as well, just to make sure you get point. Deadeye the ball. Yeah, as I said, deadeye at literally any point in this whole chain of events would be good. Here, the deadeye, you definitely get value from the deadeye perk for sure. But you could have had other deadeyes that would have also gotten value without the perk. Nice kill. Holding it is definitely correct there. Oh, okay. Bad roll here for sure. The problem with this is now you're isolated. And do we ever want to be isolated against dive? No. Isolated. You now just put 3 walls between you and your supports. And now you're unpeelable and you die. Rolling forward there was bad. I think that looks like a misinput. I don't know if you meant to do that. Good flash. Yeah, I would just stand in this room. Why are we rolling for uptime? Stop rolling for uptime against dive. It's not good. Just stand back here. You never know when you're gonna get dove, bro. I would just hold it. Bam. We don't have roll. This sucks. Now you have roll. I think the roll is fine. Match the tracer. Alright, that guy's out. Shoot ball, get the ball out. How this is playing out right now is how pretty much all of your full dive matchups should play, by the way. Just when you have a backline that's on a brig, okay? If you have a super mobile backline like Kiriko Lucio, you should basically just hard flank because you're always gonna die. You're just always gonna die. If the ball and chaser are actually good at the video game. Okay. Just hit with my supports. If they're also immobile. Like if you had an Ana Lucio, then play with your Ana. If you have a Brig Lucio, which you won't ever have, but if you did, you would play with your Brig, right? Yeah, Brig Ana, play with your Brig. If you had a BAP, play with your BAP. If you have a, I mean, you probably wouldn't have a Zen, but if you did have a Zen, play with your Zen, right? Stuff like that. Any immobile supports, you should be doubling up with them because that's going to increase the chance you live the dive by a lot. It's going to make it way easier to live the dive. Dive comps, like ball tracer comps, want to find an isolated target and dive them because they will die instantly. Okay, even if you're Cass, even if you're... It doesn't really matter who you are. Cass is almost always the dive target. Bad flash technique there. You should aim at the floor, but it's fine. You're good enough at it where I'm not worried about it. Just force ball out. It feels like you're doing nothing, but I promise you, you are stopping the ball from getting value by just shooting ball. Force him out. Force him out. We don't kill him. That's unlucky. But it's really good, right? You stop the tank from doing anything. This sucks. Okay. I don't even think you misplayed there. I think that's fine. Did you have flash? I mean, it would have gotten blocked anyway, so flash wouldn't even been good there. Back in main. Love the Deadeye. Big fan of this Deadeye. I wouldn't have drawn. Just hold it. Just hold it and walk forward. No point to draw. Nice. Good roll. Okay. Honestly, great game. I feel like you adapted well. This was good. It was just map 1. Map 1 was a little weak from you. And it's because you kept taking this left angle. Normally, this left angle is good. Normally, this... Like, if you're playing against an Orisa, if you're not on this angle, you're trolling. But you're playing against ball. And in the ball matchup, you need to play with your supports if you have immobile supports. If you don't, then go here all you want. Because you're going to die either way. But, yeah, I would not go for this flank as much as you did. But other than that, largely good. Like, I think your gameplay looked very winning. You're looking for angles. I mean, the problem with dive, the reason why heroes like Diva and like Ball aren't super great matchups for Cass, even though they should inherently counter them, like you outrange them and whatever, they force you to play defensively, and playing defensively means that there's less playmaking. That's the issue. So it's harder to carry games against Ball or against dive. Really hard. It's harder to carry games, which is why in dive matchups you should have a lower win rate because it's less winning. If one is here, you can go over my circuit. I have to go over Raptor's code. We'll go over Raptor's code and then we can do your circuit if you want. Where is Raptor? BusyRaptor. Okay, his was on Havana, so we're getting some bad maps for Cassidy in the pipeline here. Okay. So Raptor said, overall, I did pretty well, but the last attack was awful. This is also diamond. So let me change the thing from master to diamond. And then he said, but the last attack was awful. I saw that the enemy tank nowhere near his team, so I wanted to capitalize on that, but my tank didn't. Okay, we will investigate. GM6 is hard right now. Yeah, I took a break from the game. I haven't played the game in like a week. Oh, wait, I accidentally stacked the things. Hold on. There we go. Wait, I also have the master one. That's weird. I don't know why I did that. Okay. We are in diamond. Okay, here on this map, this is how Arc plays Havana. I don't like this rotation at all. I don't think this rotation is good. On Havana, I always go this way. I always go this way, and I always ego whoever's on the high ground if it's there. Wait till the cart pushes up a little bit, and then I make this rotation and go high ground and be the win condition. So Arc, what Arc does is he comes here and he would force out this sig. So you can do either. I'm not 100% convinced. I think both could be good, but I prefer the right flank. I think it's higher agency and more likely to carry. But I think this is also good. The only problem with this is you shooting tank. It's just going to get healed by the supports. You don't have any pressure on backline, and you're not a win condition. You just have pressure. Which is not how I like to view the game. I like being the win condition. If left don't work, I go right. Yeah. Like, if you had 1 or 2 fights where you just sit here and shoot Sigma and nothing happens, then I would go right side. For sure. Here, match your team's intention. Right, your Reinhardt took space aggressively. Now we take space. Okay. Perfect. Come to the right angle. Shoot this Ashe. Okay, we got really flicky aim. You have to control this. This can't happen. Here. Nice shot on the Ashe. Then here. Flick to the oh no, part of it's just recoil control. Never mind. It actually looked largely fine. Unfortunately, we don't kill Ashe there. We should have. Okay. Why does our Reinhardt die? He pins in, which is fine. Like, when stuff like this happens, you have to match your team's intention. So here, your Rein pins in. Is it low-key troll? Yeah, but this is actually kind of how you play Reinhardt. So what you do, bam, roll forward, take space aggressively, kill someone on the backline. And then if you die, whatever. You just had to do something. Like, we just need to do something right now. Something needs to happen. Here, you're playing way too passively. You're playing like you have a Sigma. Your Reinhardt just pinned in. Go do something. I would have definitely rolled forward and tried to get aggressive here. But okay, let's say we don't subscribe to that line of thought. Okay, our Reinhardt just died. Now we need to stage for next fight. Okay, back up and then stage for next fight. So here, I would take advantage of the fact that we have space. And I would look to make this rotation if possible, come high ground and then shoot them. Okay, so I would look for that rotation for sure. I would not rotate back into the room. I would definitely not look for this rotation. Unless I had to, right? Based on timing, right? If I was here and I see the whole team is taking space again, okay, maybe I'll, you know, play a little passive and go back main. But if I do have time, I'm definitely going this way. Yeah, Soldier's got free space. Also good to see you, Jason. Yeah, the Soldier's just up there and can do whatever he wants. She's going to town. Yeah, and that's why I don't like this angle, right? You can shoot tank, yeah, but it doesn't stop enemy playmaking. They can just farm you. It's not that good. I don't think it's that good. It's also really easy for this tank to unswing you. I just don't think it's that good. Like, this Sigma did not die because of Raptor. He died because the Hanzo and the Rhine. This angle is a Soji angle more than a Cass angle. I think this angle is bait for most heroes, I'm gonna be honest. I think this angle sucks. I think it's almost... I just think this is better. Which is why I will always recommend you guys come here. I just think it's better. There's so much more you can do here. Not only can you clear the high ground, you have a really good angle on backline, and you have this high ground for like a dead eye or something. I think it's really good. I think it's really, really good. It's just a matter of getting there. I actually don't really mind the roll forward in this situation. But I would definitely... Yeah, I would just continue taking space. Yeah, here I would see my Rhine is there. Yep, I'd actually do the exact same thing. Find a little bit of a different angle. Catch the Sojourn sliding in. Because the thing about this, by the way, guys, I think a reason why you don't want to go main with Rhine, you could go main with Rhine. I don't think it's inherently incorrect, right? You could come here, follow up with your tank and shoot everyone. I think it's actually fine. But I also like the idea of coming left side, because if you think about it, what good players will do is this: a good Ashe would have never come here. A good Ashe would have come to this angle. So if you came here, you would have matched the Ashe and killed her. But the Ashe sucks at the game, so she also ended up in main. Right. So I don't think this play is wrong. It just didn't work out in this situation. Because the Ashe didn't come to the angle like she should have. But now we have a deep angle. And our Rhine lives, but whatever. Here, we're also far away, and they have to touch anyways. So you just shoot them as they touch. So it worked out. A little bit of mechanical failure, but whatever. Okay. Just kill the teabag the Juno and kill her. Nice. Okay, here we take space aggressively because we won the fight. So this is staging. Nice job. I think being here is fine in this situation. But generally, you want to be on this side of the map as Cassidy. Just keep this in mind. You want to be here to play this angle. And then look for like rotations like this. It's kind of the idea. It feels better on the left. Yeah, it should. There's more stuff in your effective range and the cover is better. I think playing here right now is fine. But now, like at this point, as you can see, the Sigma's taking space. I'd be looking to rotate back over to the left side. So here, I would be backing up and then coming this way to fight the Sigma and stop him from taking space into my backline. Is what I'd be doing. Yeah, so I'd keep rotating out. Keep rotating. I would not greed the Juno, I'll be honest. I would not greed this guy. I would keep rotating. Yeah, your Sigma... I mean, here, now that the Sigma's already in your backline, your best play is to actually just go with your Rhine. I think he's doubling up with the Hanzo too. And I can watch... When I play this map, I go left and I can watch left door. Yeah, you can watch left door too. Is he doubling up? Where even is Hanzo? Yeah, but here's what I'm saying. Like, I think doubling up with Hanzo is fine up until the point where the Sigma takes space, right? Because this is all about just stopping them from taking the room, making it harder to play make, whatever. And then after the Sigma starts taking space, which is basically now, when he drops. So whenever we see him on the left side, which is now, he just needs to see the Q and then go to match the Sigma. For sure. But we just don't rotate. So just because we don't rotate, the Sigma gets to ulti our backline for free. Which you might have been left side and gotten solo ulted by Sigma, which is fine. Sometimes it just happens. Okay. That's just what it is. But yeah, we needed to be here. This was the winning angle. Where can you deadeye here? So even a lane? Right now it'd be good to noon. You could deadeye now. I think it'd be fine. It would force the Sigma to drop. I don't think it'd be perfect, but I mean, if you deadeye now, I would get it. Because it would also stop the enemy team from following up on the Sigma. So it would be pretty good. It would be pretty good. And then you just have to hope the Sigma dies to someone else. But yeah, at this, okay. So because we don't intercept the Sigma rotation, our best play is to match the Reinhardt and just go trade back lines. Because there's not going to be a way for you to kill a Sigma here. The Sigma would be on low ground. Yeah, he's just going to drop. Yeah. Okay, but Bob comes out. So now it's just awkward. We just didn't rotate properly here. Our mid-fight rotation was bad. Ew. Bad Deadeye. I don't really like the Deadeye, to be honest. Is the guy gonna res? Yeah, but you can also just shoot him and res. You could have just shot him. I don't know, good value, no. This is a really easy, these are really easy shots, and you need to just hit these as a cat. You need to just be able to kill this Mercy as a Cassidy player, I'll be honest. And she gets, oh, she doesn't get the res. But yeah, you should just kill her. Yeah. I think he's a little bit out of range for a 2-tap. That might be a 3-tap, but he should be getting that kill mechanically. You know what? I'll let it pass because I understand why the Deadeye was used. I understand why the Deadeye was used, but I would refrain from using Deadeyes like that in the future when it's telegraphed movement like a Mercy, right? If it was let's say, okay, let's look at a slightly different situation where there's an enemy Cassidy that's now here shooting you, and you know he doesn't have roll, then use Deadeye. That's fine. I don't really care. Because you guarantee you win the 1v1. But she's not even shooting you. She's in an animation. Just shoot her. But I'm not 100% opposed to it. I understand why you would use it. Just guarantee the kill, whatever. But we should be mechanically good enough to just kill her, to be honest. Okay. Ash dies to our goated Hanzo. Shoot the Juno. Okay, here, as you shoot this Juno, what you should be doing, shooting Juno is fine here, but what you should for sure be doing is shooting Juno, then walking up the staircase, and then standing here and shooting her, and then so you can contest this. I think you should have went left there, like wrap left. I don't really think he would have had time to go left. So he would have had to go left after this Deadeye. I mean, he could have. It would have been fine. But I think also going main when he's up is fine as well. So I wouldn't really overthink it. This is definitely a misplay though. As you're shooting the Juno, you definitely need to walk up the staircase because then it's going to give you better staging for the mid fight. Because now, instead of getting forced down main like you are right now, you have playmaking available to you here to kill the Mercy and shoot the Sojourn or whatever. And then stop people from taking the room. So we missed a rotation here. Nice shot. Yeah, now we need a stage. This fight's really scrappy. We need to just reset. When you see fights like this, just leave. Just leave. Now we set up our left side, which is what everyone's been talking about. Come left side, take duels here. Nah, why are we on the floor? We need to go left. I mean, Ryan dies here. I mean, maybe, hold on. So our team's not back yet. So we shoot the Genji, whatever, shoot Sigma, we're half HP, grab the mini. Here we go, right side. I guess you're avoiding spam. And your team's not back yet. Like, Hanzo's not even back yet. I'm not totally opposed to this, but I would definitely look to go left. Tomorrow's mid-season. Did you mention anything where you started the stream? Just curious. I don't know what they're gonna do. I'm gonna be honest. I have literally no idea. They might add hero mastery leaderboard, but I think we're just gonna get tracer nerf. We just need a tracer nerf. That's I don't really know what even balance changes else they can make, to be honest. We just need dive to be weaker. I think dive is just too strong right now. But whatever. Here I would definitely hard wrapped, turbo hard wrapped. So okay, if you are gonna come on this side of the map, fine. Your Reinhardt dies, but I would still take this right space and try to duel the Sojourn. I maybe wouldn't walk up the staircase till after my Rhine respawns, but I would at least come to this side of the map. Hazard nerf? I don't know. I'd have to look at the win rates. I think Junker Queen might get nerfed because she's really good in solo queue, but I do think Tracer needs to get a nerf. Here, just walk up the staircase. Just ego these guys. Just walk. Honestly, fine. Whatever. The fight, once you see 2 people on your team are dead, you gotta just do something. Life Weaver nerf. They might buff Life Weaver. I'll be honest. After his recent health nerf. Here, okay. So it's the same problem. Here, I mean, this is probably... I would still look to go left, personally. Like, I just think left side of the map is better for Cass. Okay, so go left. It's going to work into your effective range better on second point here. Coming right side is not like a throw. Like, at least you're picking an angle and not just running down main, which is fine. But you can kind of see how you just kind of can't do anything on this angle. Here I would Deadeye, yeah. Okay, that killed the Juno there, I guess. I would have... Okay, whatever. You know what? It's fine. Kill the Juno. Just shoot this Sigma. Sigma half. Whatever. We need to go left. Your duo is a Life Weaver OTP, and we hit funny clips on her TikTok. That sounds like a lot of fun. Life Weaver Cass is quite the matchup. I think the best duo candidates are like a Lucio and a Tracer would also be good. There's a lot you can actually do. Cassie's very versatile, so anything would work here. Here, perfect. Bait 29 people to look at you. Live the dive. Perfect. This is great. Your Ana died, but that's the cost of doing business. All right, now we stay here, poke the Sigma. The problem is you guys are just staggering over and over and over again. Your Ana's dead. Your Monkey's dead. You're dead. Someone else is dead. It's a nightmare. You gotta stop dying. Why are we taking space here? Your tank's not back yet. Wait for your tank. Here, this should never happen, bro. Your tank just died. Why are we taking space? This makes no sense. Wait for your tank to respawn, and then let your tank take the space, and then you walk forward. So, yeah, why are you're just egoing a Sigma? This is insane. Now you have to roll to the angle because you're in a weird position. Here, your tank is screening for you, basically. Like, the tank is in between you and the Sojourn. You need to be walking up the staircase right now. Yeah, you preach Cash should not be the most forward hero. Exactly. Don't be the furthest guy forward. It doesn't make any sense. You're going to die on Cass. He's not... You're too immobile to do that. I actually love this from you, by the way. Ignore the Sigma and flip the map. This is an advanced concept. Okay, and then we walk back into the Sigma. Okay, the play here for sure, by the way, was to not walk back into the Sigma and to continue rotating. This doesn't make any sense, though. Walking back into him, he just sucks, so you killed him, unfortunately. He should have killed you there. Yeah, you needed to keep going into their spawn, basically. Shoot these guys. Honestly, this Deadeye is great. I love the Deadeye, and I love that you hold it as well. Good flash, good shots. Nice shots on Mercy. Good shots on Juno. Good shots on Doomfist. Nice. Okay, third point is all about being creative. You're going to get outvalued by pretty much every single DPS hero once the card is here. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to int. Okay, you're gonna have to intentionally feed and come here and just start dueling people. Okay, or come here and just start dueling people. This is the only way to win. There's not another way to win on this map. You just gotta start trolling. Okay? People are gonna be mad at you, but I promise you, it's the only way you're gonna win on this map. If you're running it down main, the only time you should be running it down main on Havana is when you have Deadeye. No wonder Cass is off on Havana. Yeah, he's really bad. This point here is so brutal for Cass. There's nothing you can do, really, because of how the map is designed. Everything is out of your range. You can't, if they go Widow, you can't deal with it because she's so far away. If they go Ashe, you can't deal with it. If there's a Hanzo, you can't deal with it. There's an Ana. Name a hero, you just can't deal with it on this map. There's not a way for you to counterplay. So standing in main at this point is fine because the cart's not on the bridge yet. But once the cart hits the bridge, you got to do something else. We got to get creative. Okay, mark the Reaper. Sick. Genji's in. Genji explodes. That's amazing for us. Reaper explodes. I actually like the Deadeye. I think it's fine. It's not perfect, but it's fine. Shoot this Mercy. Whatever. Okay, I'm not really sure why the enemy team fought there. This doesn't happen. The higher rank you go, the less this will happen. They just kind of trolled. I'm going to be so real. I go hard right. Sometimes it works. Yeah, go. That's what I was saying earlier. Just go like turbo hard right. And then playing the, like right under the Reaper, you play in that door. Like right here, you should be using this time to stage. Honestly, I would just go fight the Reaper. I'm gonna be honest. Here, I guess I wouldn't be able to fight him because he's on the high ground. But I would be walking this way and either standing in this room or walk like looking for this. You might be able to roll tech off this rock. I wonder if you can roll tech off the rock to get up top. Maybe not. It might be too high. Come here and shoot them. We need to be looking for like. Whoops! I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I just bugged out my... No, we're good. Okay. Yeah, I'd be looking to stage here. But the problem is you can't carry from main. You just can't. Okay. Very fortunately for you, is left troll? No, left is also fine. Like, just pick a room and you have to low-key in. But the reason this is working is because the enemy team threw by just inting onto the point that first fight. And now his team just kills everybody. He didn't even do anything. Raptor did nothing on that third point there. He actually just spectated the game. Okay. It's not good. If you really wanted to climb, you would swap off Cass on third. Cass is just not winning. But if you want a one trick, then you have to pick a side and force it. Also, the reason why left is worse is it's generally closer in proximity to the enemy tank. So you're gonna have space management issues. Here, you can play on the floor here and just match the rotations of your tank, which can be fine. I also don't mind just standing here, waiting till the cart pushes up to this corner, and then swinging late on this single. You play Torb on this map? I think playing Cass it's definitely possible, but you're just going to carry less often, so your win rate's going to be lower. Because you're just going to depend on your team more. Okay, here are your Sombra trolls, whatever. But yeah, and this is what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying this is terrible because it plays like a lot like Hollywood first defense. It's kind of similar, but you could also be here, like I was talking about, and be the win condition, right? You can two tap the Ana, you can two tap the Juno, right? There's stuff you can do as well. Nice flank. This is a great rotation from you. I would not drop here. I would have just stayed up top. But I can understand why you drop. You stall cart because you think you're dead, so that's fine. Torb is better. Torb is for sure better on this map than Cass. It's not even debatable. It's like 100% true. Okay, I like the angle. Angle is good, but why are we walking toward point here? Trust that your Sigma is going to touch, right? You just saw your Sigma through the wall. You just saw him through the wall. You should basically assume he's going to touch the point. Trust your Sigma. Just stand here and shoot them. Just stand here and shoot them. Stand here and shoot them. Do you ever go top? You can go top. I think it's fine. I don't just pick an angle. I don't really care. Any of the angles where your other DPS is not, right? I don't think main is good here because your Sigma is coming from this angle as well. And your Ana and everyone else is here. And you're not playing against dive, so you don't need to double up. So I would just go here. With Ash, you could go top. Yeah, I think going top here would have been fine. I would have been fine with that. But the problem is, why are we walking toward cart? Trust your Sigma, stay on the angle, and then you just 2-tap this Ana and win. You would have carried the whole fight if you killed Ana there. But you walked forward, so the fight got harder to understand, and then you just got spammed out and died. Okay. Here, I definitely would have reset my spawn just to be safe. I would have went back. Yeah, just jiggle the door. Exactly. Here, I definitely would have reset my spawn, went back here, and then just walked back just to be safe. And then I would be back here, and then I would just stay cheering away from my team. And here, you have to understand that you have to make this rotation to live. The only way for you to live is to make this rotation and then back up through the door. But you don't make that rotation, so the chance of you are going to almost certainly die here. Yeah. So on defense, is it still right when you stage? Yes, it is. It's still, you still want to play on the far side of the map. You don't want to be on this side generally. You'll walk up this staircase, then walk across the bridge and then be here. Nah, I wouldn't go left. The only time I wouldn't go right is if I already have a DPS over there, like a Reaper or something. And then I would play on this side of the map. Good roll. Okay, wait out the knife. Nice. Take space. I would not be coming this way. I'm not totally opposed to it, but I would prefer you just come main. Your monkey just made space. Walk right side, pop that eye or something. That's what I would look for. Whoops. Oh no, now we're in third person. There we go. Set up that eye. I think going right side is okay. I would have probably walked up the left staircase. But I think this is fine. I don't think it's terrible. You seem to win the 1v1. This is also a winning 1v1 for you. You should win this. This is an underperformance. Here, headshot, headshot, headshot. You should won. You for sure should have won that. When we're getting the lumberjack cast skin, they made a forest ranger skin, which is kind of close, but it's not exactly the same. I think about it, lumberjack would be a good fit for Cassidy. That would be good. Okay. Surely we hold this for 5 minutes and win the game, right? Okay, match your tank's intentions. Take space. Here, there's not really a good way for you to match intentions on this map. The best you can do is like stand here, or I don't know. Stand here. I think the fact that you're following up on this is a testament to your fundamental understanding of matching intention. Yeah, they spawn there, so it's kind of troll. It's more just there's no good cover and all the rotations out are bad, so there's not a lot you can do. Yeah. I don't think the monkey's trolling here. I think it's just you're just not on a good hero to be able to follow up. Nice. I would deadeye this. Yeah. Perfect. This is a perfect deadeye, by the way. When I play cast, I play bottom right room on this point. Yeah, the only thing is if you play this room, you just die. You just commit to this and then you just have to die here. You gotta like really fight. Which is fine. I think it's fine. But that's the only thing about it. You just have to know this is not really an angle that you're going to kite out and live on. It's an angle that you're just going to fight here, grab mega, and then commit to the fight on. So I think honestly, his best angle is probably here. This is probably his best angle. This or you can also stand here as well, which can be good. It's just there's no mega on this side of the map. So you're just going to be standing here and being annoying. You just have to keep in mind you can get walked on by Genji and whoever else. It's a bad cast map. Yeah, exactly. So you just have to kind of pick an angle and stand there and win. And that's what I'm saying. It's kind of like playing into a full dive with when you have a mobile backline. You're just gonna die. You're just gonna die. So you might as well make it expensive or be aggressive and try to trade out as much as you can. Okay. Unfortunately, that Genji got nano boost and you died. It's hard to flip the map. It's just hard to spawn camp on this guys. Alright, so we go up top. We stop this Genji's rotation. Then we look for backline. Okay, that's honestly fine. I don't really have a problem with that. Just kill him. Lol. Okay, here you die when you walk out of spawn. Okay, I don't think you expected to get 2-shot there. I'll be honest, third point just sucks for Cass. The only thing you could have done is play on the castle with the Mega. And then match your tank's intention. And then you need to win that Genji 1v1. And then... yeah. And then we played second defense wrong. Just be Lip. I mean, low-key. I mean, if this was champ, Lip would probably lose on Cass. He would just get outvalued by everyone else. And this is why his angle sucks. This angle sucks because you take all this risk by swinging this angle for very little benefit, in my opinion. Here, this is a way more winning fight for you against this guy on high ground, and then you can take this space. I just don't like this angle. I think the left angle sucks. What is this Sigma doing? What? Okay, there's a Sigma there. That's cool. Okay, surely you guys spawn hold for 3 minutes, right? Okay, here you guys have to spawn hold. I don't know why you're not spawn holding. You basically have to play this angle, so this is fine. Why does it work? The Sig was too troll and it works. I don't know. I'm being for real with you. Like, this guy should be getting hard dove. Let's actually see. Why does this guy not die? Oh my gosh, this is so... let's just do this. Okay. Okay, he didn't actually start there. He rotates there. So he spams out backline. And then we die on the angle. Right there. Bang. Backline gets spammed out and dies. And then there's 20 seconds left. So he gets greedy and stands here. I mean, it's really hard to clear him here. This guy could be smurfing. It's really hard to clear him here. So he just takes the space aggressively. Because how do you clear him on double hit scan? You kind of can't. Okay. And on Reinhardt as well. We would have to swap tanks to clear that easily. Okay, here you take the really aggressive angle because you don't really have any other options. And then we die. Okay. I mean, I think that was your best play. I think your tank should also be spawn holding, but whatever. Okay. And then we lose. We need to have a better third defense. We need to have a better second defense. And all of our defense could have used work there. Also, your second attack was weak. You needed a stronger second attack. Your third attack, you got carried. But second attack, we needed to go to the left side of the map. I don't know why we never went to the left side of the map. We were left side-phobic. Just play Torb. Yeah, you can play Torb on defense. It's going to be way stronger. You're just going to get way more passive value as long as you spam head level down main. Just shooting and praying you kill people, which will happen. You will kill people. It'll be great. Okay, so that was the... Thank you for the code, Raptor. I hope that was informative and you're able to learn. And then we will look at this Circuit Royale code, and then we will wrap it up for today. And move along like we always do. Like the good old American rejects. History, replays, import, me. Or BF. Oh, I already have it. Where is it? Circuit Royale. Bang. 17-minute game. Holy cannoli. Okay. What were the notes on this? The notes were... I was getting screwed over on this map. I know it's a bad cast map, but I think I played bad. I think I could have won this game if I didn't do bad. I watch it, and you do bad on the last point. I think I need to work on just doing it. What does that even mean? I wanted to hold top, I would give it away. Oh, okay. Committing to an angle? Okay. I need to make the full rotations, not the half ones that you showed on the last point. I go top and leave way too much. Okay. We will investigate. Third attack. Yeah, you gotta just... Sometimes you just gotta commit to the really long outside rotation. Because it's the only winning... It's like your most winning angle. To be able to... Okay, I'm pretty sure you just steamroll here. Here, I come to the same room, and I just... Okay, you get a kill, which is a little bit of an overperformance. Just speed run to last point? Okay, fine. Here, then you rotate, match your tank's intention, rotate top. Shoot backline. Bang, shooting backline, getting spammed up by Wing. Get healing. Shoot Sigma, force Sigma out. Bang. Force out Wu Yang, bang. Take space with Ryan. Perfect. Good fundamentals. We're walking. Ryan's in, we're in. Bang. Take space. Shoot Torbjorn. Bang, 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 bang. Nice. Don't get too greedy. Stay behind your Ryan. Perfect fundamentals, by the way. Nice job. Alright. Angle maxing against the Sigma. Perfect. Kitsune. Ryan is in. We're matching intention. We're going wide. Bang. Shoot the Sigma with the good Deadeye. Love it for us. Excellent gameplay. Wait, this is no longer Diamond, by the way. I gotta change this. This is not Diamond. This is indeed GM. Alright. Nice work. Shoot the Reinhardt. I think this is wrong. This is definitely wrong. Here. Shoot. Okay, look. At this point. Bang. Why are we still here? Screw this. Yeah, you need to go top. For sure. Go top. Go top. Stand here. Shoot them. How are they going to clear you? There's literally zero way for them to clear you. Then in the mid fight. Drop. Shoot them from here. Oh, they're not here anymore? Okay, come top. Shoot them from here. Because it's free. So this is a mistake. You need to go top here. Yep, this is all bad. You needed to go top and shoot backline. Okay, now we go top. Shoot Ryan. Yep, this is perfect. Ignore the mid fight. There's no way you can contribute in the mid fight in this situation in a way that makes sense for Cassidy. So your best play is to make this rotation. Perfect. Go all the way. All the way, all the way, all the way. Perfect. Stand here. Perfect. Why do we not go further? Because the cart has not pushed enough. I think because we didn't cap point yet. Dude, I still would have went up there. I still would have went up there and shot backline. I don't even know where the point was, but it looked good there. I for sure would have done it. Here, you definitely just stand here though, because the cart's not far enough. So going further doesn't. It's just more risk for no reason. But here, I wouldn't be doing this. I would actually just be standing here and ratting. Because someone's going to come up here. And you have really good timing. So I would just wait till someone comes up here and then just shoot him. Bad roll. Do you roll onto the floor? Yeah, I would have played this. I would have ratted here. I think you roll because you think the Torbjorn is behind you. I mean, it is a bad roll, but... yeah. I think your best play here would be... The problem is you either need to 2-tap the Kiriko and then kill the I mean, it just sucks. It just sucks. You'd have to overperform on the angle, to be honest, to win that. I think your best play there was to not shoot the Reinhardt, but to rat on that angle, because you're at an elo where people are going to go up top. People are just going to go up top because it's good. It's really good on this map. So you should have realized, oh crap, I have really good timing. Let me rat here so that when the Torbjorn swings the angle, I just 2-tap him for free. So I would have preferred if you ratted on the angle. But because you shot early, they knew you were there and they could take the angle safely. Okay, here you go up left staircase. Force the Rhine out. Roll for uptime in this situation is fine. Cross all the way. Stop shooting right. Go all the way. This is wrong. It's for sure wrong, right? I mean, it's kind of... You just come here. Force the Rhine to deal with you. Put more pressure on him. Buy it through a different angle, right? Yeah, what are we ever going to do here? There's nothing to do here. Okay, that's just kind of unlucky, I'll be honest. Just go top. This is all bad. Stop sending him in. Yeah, this is just... Yeah, you need to come here. This is your win condition. You need to come to this side of the map and do something. Yeah. Why are we dropping? Don't drop. Just stand here. Stand here. Stand here. Shoot them. Shoot this Ana. Don't drop. Yeah, you put it in the notes. Yeah. Well, you're definitely correct about what you did wrong, because this is you're just never gonna win. You just don't get enough value by going down man. You just have to go right side. And that's what I'm saying. It's kind of like Havana third, right? You're just gonna get outvalued by every other DPS in the game. You have to go for these like really long rotation plays, really high risk rotation plays, because that's the only other way you're gonna be able to win and carry. Yeah, why did we drop again? This is fine. Your Ryan just died, so you have to give space. This is fine. But stay here. Just wait for your Ryan to come back. And then take this. Okay, your Kiriko's here now, so you can take this. This is fine. I like this. Okay, this is fine. You just need to win the duel. You just need to kill someone and win the duel somehow. I honestly think the reason you even die here is because you're too early. I think this is a timing issue. Are you here with the Kiri? Yeah. But the problem is everyone else has nothing else to do besides fight you, right? Like, look, your Reinhardt is just in choke. So the only play this Hanzo has, the only play this Kiri has, the only play this Torbjorn has is to fight you right now. So this is just too early. Even though the Kiri is with you, I think it's still probably bad. You need to wait for your Ryan. Recognizing they can't clear you on high is good too. Yeah. I think Timmy just had some like self-doubt this game or something. We should just never be in main. We should just go right side. It's just better. Yeah, it's a good defense. It was GM lobby, so okay. A lot of people, including me, get performance anxiety when they're in GM plus lobbies. You need to trust that what you've learned and what I've taught you is correct, because it is. Just trust yourself. Fuck everyone else. Mute chat. Mute voice chat. Who cares what they think? You know Overwatch. You're good enough to climb here. Okay. You do mute chat, yeah. I normally don't play this extended, but I think it's fine. Against Ryan, it's fine. Against dive tanks, I do not recommend playing there at all. Spam out Ryan. Basically, on this first point, you just need to not die. Just don't die. Do as much pressure as you can safely, because the fight you're looking for is when the cart is like here. Cassie's actually really good in this fight. So you just need to live. Just don't die. Okay. Just keep in mind they're playing Torb, Kiri, Hanzo, so you can get literally your dome removed from across the map. Which is why I don't really mind playing this angle. The only thing about this is if you have to rotate out, it's just gonna be a long rotation, right? So the chance you get like domed by these heroes are higher. Okay, so just be careful. I like this because it's against brawl tanks. You can flash them when they try to push you and stuff, especially like a Rhine pin. But yeah, you need to be able to make this rotation. It's very important. Because this fight on the corner is actually really good for Cassidy. Okay, I don't know. This is a really bad Kitsune. It's too early, by the way. So your Kiriko throws this fight, I'm gonna be honest. That Kitsune was way too early. If your idea is to deadeye here, you need to come right side. Go right. This deadeye's gonna be better. This deadeye's riskier. And then just cap. Alright, cool. Thank you, Reinhardt. Okay. GM2 tank, by the way. I mean, let's see why he doesn't touch. Why doesn't he touch? Okay, so number one, your Deadeye is bad. So that's problem number one. Because look, he gets slept. He's trying to touch the point and he does. But you do a bad Deadeye here. Like, it's basically no value and hardly forces these guys out. Right? They can just stand here and be fine. You know, it'd be a lot more awkward this Deadeye. It'd be a lot more awkward for blue team. This will draw early. Your Sojourn dies. You have no pressure. Or very little pressure into the Reinhardt. So then he just dies. He can't do anything. Because you and the Sojourn don't really do anything, he can't do anything. Like, you needed to have this Deadeye in main. You need to have this Deadeye in main and then rotate to this angle. So you have a very safe angle to spam out Ryan. Is how you would have played this. Also, your Sojourn dying his throw. How does this guy die? I mean, I don't really... I mean, I don't really know what this guy's doing, to be honest. It kind of looked like he was cheating, to be honest. What is this? So this guy pops OC. Why is he aiming like look at how he's aiming. This is so weird. What am I looking at? He's got like aim lock. Is he? Am I tripping or does this guy have aim lock? Like, why does he aim it? Like, look at how he aims at the Ryan. Look. I don't know. It's just weird. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. I always think people are cheating and they're not. Anyway, we die here. Whatever, move on. And then we take space aggressively because our Ryan is taking space aggressively. This is sick. Match intentions. Wrong. Just stay up there, bro. Just stay up there. What is this Ryan gonna do? Okay. Our Reinhardt is going to back up eventually. Okay. He's gonna back up this way. Bang. Okay. But you being here means that now you're stuck in this rotation out. That's the only thing you have. Just stand here and shoot them. It's way safer. Because then you can just rotate out this way and it's like infinitely harder for the enemy team to kill you. If you're gonna die, you're gonna die here. This is not the place to be. I would not be in this location. I would be further down in mid. Bam, you get spammed up by Ana. Bam, we get spammed up by Hanzo. We force. Look, you. Look, you need Ana heal here. Look at this. You drop. Bang. So now what does Ana do? She comes left side. She wants to heal Ryan. Oh, but my Cassidy's 1 HP. Oh no, my Reinhardt just died. Ah. This angle's bad. You got your Ryan killed. Because your Ana should be pocketing the Ryan right now. You can't play height because of Torb spam. Dude, the chance you die to 3 Torb headshots on this angle is really low. Or 2 Torb headshots is really low. You're not going to die here. You're going to get hit by the first headshot and then unswing. You're not going to stand here and get headshot twice. Oh, on this one. Yeah, I don't like this angle either because it's easy to get spammed out here. So I wouldn't be here either. The best angle is definitely this. And then you just unswing and then go like this. And then leave. This is for sure the best angle. This angle is troll. It's too close. Too close, too easy to get spammed out. It's too isolated as well, right? Your Ana drops. I think your Ana still would have played here, to be honest, because she went for that aggressive nade play. But this just would have been better. You would have been doubled up with your Sojourn, but all the other angle options suck. All the other angles are trash. This is just the best angle for you because of where your Ryan is playing. But does your Ryan low-key troll by walking into the sauce here? Yes, your Ryan low-key trolls by walking into the sauce like 4 times. Like, this guy's an idiot. But we could have done things to prevent this from happening. Yeah, this is a good case that doubling up is the best play. Yeah, true. This is true. And here I would just leave for sure. They're playing too many burst heroes where I think looking for a kill on Hanzo or something like that's just kind of greedy. I would just leave. Yeah, so I think you left too late. Okay, whatever. Coming top left is definitely correct. Nice. Curie left, so it's free now. Your Ryan ran it down. Okay, your Ryan trolled that. This is your Ryan troll moment. Why is he even doing this? I mean, I guess you could have followed up. No, your Ryan fucks this up. This is not correct. 0 chance that's correct. He might just be tilted or something. There's pretty much 0 chance that's correct. I actually think his Deadeye's fine. Yeah, why go in solo? He's trying to... So the thing is, he's trying to force 2 fights. So we didn't actually cap all the way. See, the cart ended up here. The reason he's doing that is if you can win this fight, then you have this fight and you'll have another fight here. But now we only really get 1 fight. It's going to be really awkward. So he's trying to force an extra fight. But the problem is because the enemy tank took this space and they flank like this, there's not really a way for the rest of his team to take this space safely and be able to follow up with the Ryan on double hit scan. It's just not really possible. Flips the map. I mean, it would flip the map, but red team can't take this space to follow up with Ryan safely. There's not a way because of how the Ryan, Curie, Ana took space aggressively. It's way too risky. You just die. If you follow with Ryan, look, I don't even think it's possible. Let's look at it again. So here, we would have to. So we'd have to, this would be. You'd have to identify so many different things here. You'd have to identify that the Ryan is on the floor. The only point of which you'd be able to react to this is this pin. But we're already fighting top. There's just not a way to identify this. This is there's just not, there's no way Timmy could have feasibly been able to realize what the Ryan is doing and follow up on it correctly. It would have had to be a voice comm thing. There's just 0 way to read it through the game itself. Great Deadeye, by the way. I like those. But you can see through the ground and see the Ryan. Yeah, but you're not going to know that he's going to pin in. It's just a crazy read. There's just no way. There's just no way. But my news are but yeah, your news are good. Deadeyes are good. This is good. You see, this is good. We read our tank's intention. Now we hold first stroke. You get pushed out by Ryan? Okay, so... Oh, you drop on accident. So this is not intentional. You clearly drop on accident. Staying up on that angle would have been perfect. I don't think you would have saved your Ryan, but it would have been good. Really, the reason you're... I mean, low-key, just being Cassidy is just not good. You're just not going to get a lot of value. Your Ryan is running it down like he's got a Genji with him or something, which he don't. We get slept, whatever. Yeah, we stay on high ground for free. They literally can't deal with us. This is perfect. Soldier misses the slide. I think you win that 1v1 anyway. And then we just get domed. Is there a way to prevent this? Nah, you just get outskilled. Whatever. And then we lose. Your third defense wasn't that bad. I'm gonna be honest. Third defense was fine. Your second defense, you need to have a stronger hold. The way you drop here was actually really losing. This was really bad. We need to play on this angle. And then we could have had your first attack was really good. Your third attack needed to work for sure. You just need to commit to this rotation. You have the right idea. This is the win condition. You want to be here on attack and just shoot backline. Just be annoying because it's less because is it perfect for Cass? No, it's still going to be awkward, but it's better than you playing in main and jerking off and demanding resources, right? That same fight where you went here and demanded healing from your Ana is basically what you would be doing if you just run it down main on Cass on Circuit Royale. You just your negative value. You not only do nothing, you just demand healing. It makes it harder for your supports to play the game. But yeah, I think I don't know if that game was winnable. I think you could have played better, but I don't think you could have carried that game. So I mean, it might have been winnable, but I don't think you could have carried. I'm gonna be honest. That was a tough call. I just think when pushing all the way third point is all right. I'm gonna die, so let me see if I can kill something or even make them look at me. Exactly. That's exactly what it is, Jason. It's hard in this elo. Yeah, the higher you go, the more you'll have to overperform on angles. On bad maps like Para ESO and Circuit Royale, you'll just have to you just need to hit 2 taps on angles. There's not a way to win otherwise. Because you're just gonna get outvalued by a Sojourn, a Hanzo, a Torb, like literally anything. They'll just outvalue you. You'll have like a 40% win rate. But the thing is, if they ever play Cassidy, you'll just outvalue that guy and you'll win. So that's good because you'll know how to play Cassidy correctly. But okay, I think we will wrap up the stream for today. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Do I just pick up Genji? Genji would be a good pickup. I would prefer. I think the best heroes to play with Cass are Genji and Tracer, for sure. And then if you really need something that's a little bit simpler, then Reaper I think is fine as well. You can go Reaper. But I think Genji's good. Genji's just really skill intensive. He's complicated. He's not simple. The thing, Cassidy isn't easy. He's just simple. That's the thing. That's the misunderstanding people have. But yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. We're going to wrap it up for today. Next stream will be on Friday. I will be streaming another coaching stream, and then we will reevaluate if I will bring back gameplay streams. Just going to depend on if I'm tilted or not. If I'm not tilted, then we'll bring it. Otherwise, no big deal. And I'll let y'all know. But other than that, guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope all of you have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye-bye.